All right, this is Esther Christian again. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment after seeing this video. Give me a thumbs up. You can share, you can ask your questions. I will appreciate that. I have a few things here I want to share with you on how to organize your life to be productive. To be productive. When I mean productive, I mean productivity. I mean living a life with results. A lot of people feel so bad today because their life is not result oriented. Of course, how can you just be living without having results? Like, even if you're not having daily results, you should be having monthly, you should be having yearly. Your life should be productive. That's why you're living. We are not just living to eat and drink and die, and that's just that. There must be something you are here for on this earth. There must be something that is your passion, your goal, your dream. It could be anything, I don't really know, but whatever it is that you have discovered that you think you should achieve or you should be productive in. Okay, I think these words are for you. But mind you that there are a lot of people who desires productivity that has never had one of it, and they never did have till they died or till they left this earth. So that's why we must pay close attention to the things that makes us productive, and we must be ready to achieve. We must be ready to give in our best to be able to not disappoint God and disappoint ourselves as well. So here I have how to organize your life to be productive or for productivity. Okay, now, number one thing I have here is discipline. You must practice discipline. Discipline is one thing that a lot of people struggle with. Every single person struggles with discipline, a life of discipline, especially when you are engaged in so many things. Okay, for example, I use myself as an example, as a mother that I am right now, as a wife that I am. Honestly speaking, I have so many distracting situations around me now, especially the stage of life that I am in. Now, okay, let's say I'm in a childbearing season of my life, and it's kind of very distracting. I struggle a lot with discipline. So there are some people that could be in a season of their life that they struggle so much with discipline. But there are times when you also find yourself more opportune to organize yourself better, especially in your singlehood. So if you're a single person and you're listening to me, you have better opportunity to have discipline. You have better opportunity to build a life of discipline that is going to carry you very far in living a life of productivity. But nevertheless, everybody has the chance of living a productive life and also practicing a life of discipline. Discipline is about having control over yourself, having self control over yourself, over your time, over your activities, over the things you do, getting yourself to be able to respond to the things you want to do when you want to do them, or when you should be able to do them, or when you are required to do them at the right time, because there is time for everything. As much as we have the whole day to spend, you cannot be eating when you should be sleeping. You can't be sleeping when you should be working. There is time for everything. And it takes discipline for you to differentiate what time to do this and what time to do that. Having a work clock time is so important that you give your attention to that, and also being able to attend to some other things that also matters in your life, because a lot of things are so important. Vision is not just all you have in your lifetime. You need time to take care of yourself. You need time to eat. You need time to bathe. You need time to attend to people that are important to you. You need time to care for your siblings. You need time to care for your children, for your family, for your spouses. You need time to pray. You need time to sing to the Lord. You need time to do a lot of things. And if you are a student, you need time to read your books. You need time to study. There is just time to do a lot of things. And this is where so many people get it wrong, and people struggle a lot when they don't really know how to get themselves to do these things or to attend to all these things. Like, there are plenty of them, there are many of them. And the mistakes that so many people make is that They wake up each day without a plan, without a goal, without a strategy, without nothing. We just wake up each day to see that there is so many things to do. We just believe that, oh God, I have so much on my desk. I have so much to do. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. And at the end of the day, you can't even lay your hands on two things or three things that you were able to achieve till that day goes off or when the day goes off. And this is very bad. If you're living your life like that, it means that you are so disorganized and you will definitely lose it. You will definitely have issues with productivity. Productivity is about timing, productivity is about self discipline. So now the question is going to be like, how do I discipline myself? How do I walk myself into that role or into that room of discipline? Now, I wrote down some things. There are things you must commit to in life, else your life is going to be useless. There are things you must commit to, and you must find them. So, first of all, you need to find out the things that are needs to you that you must commit to. What are the things that are your field of endeavor? Because everyone has a life they are living, a goal. Everyone has what they ought to achieve. What is your dream? What are you working on? Yes, so what are the required things that you should be doing? So, first of all, you find out what they are. They are unique for everybody. You go deep down within yourself and in your field of endeavor to discover the things that you ought to commit to. Like the things that if you don't do them, nobody's going to do it for you. There are definitely things that when you don't attend to them, nobody's going to attend to them on your behalf. So you must get the job done. What are they? If you are meant to be reading so that you can teach, yeah, you have to read so that you can teach. So it's one of those things you must commit to. You must commit to reading. So if you are meant to cook so that you can be able to sell food to people as your business, so you have to know that cooking is one of the areas you must pay close attention to. So it is only you that understands your field of endeavor. So you sit down and make a list of the things that are needed to be committed to. So when you find them, the next thing you ought to do is to make a full list of them all clearly in a book. Those things that you ought to commit to must be listed in a book. List them clearly in a book. The third thing is select a short-term goal and a long-term goal of committing to them. So now we're talking about productivity here. For you to be productive, you need to commit to some certain things. Now you have a short-term goal and you have a long-term goal. So what are the short-term goal of reading? Maybe as a student, what are the short-term goal of reading? What are your long-term goal of reading? So as a business person, what are your short-term goal of achieving this and what are your long-term goal? Short-term goal could be what can I achieve in 1 week? What can I achieve in 2 days? And long-term goal could be what can I achieve in 2 months? What can I achieve in so there must be something that you want to do. So after making full list of them, then you have to separate them from long-term goal and short-term goal. So you begin with short-term goal. Short-term goals they go first. So you start attending to your short-term goal. From short-term goal, you go into your long-term goal. So you select your short-term goal and your long-term goal, separate them based on what you want to achieve. So for the short-term goal, you could break them down into weekly goals. From weekly goals, you could break them down into daily goals. From daily goal, you could break them down into hourly goal. And this is when you need to use your timer. Yeah, find a timer. You need to use a timer because there must be something you must be achieving every now and then. If you don't plan like that, you'll find yourself sleeping your time off. And if you can't catch your time, I tell you, you cannot have productivity. Don't say, I intend to achieve this by the end of 2 years or 1 year without you doing anything each day, without you doing something each day to add or to contribute to the plan. So there must be a move. You must be a moving train. You move each day, you move each hour, you move each minute. That is how it works. It's either you are resting to have energy to work or you are working to rest later. So whatever it is you want to achieve, your daily contribution is is what matters. Your weekly contribution, your monthly, they count a lot. You don't postpone it. When you postpone it, you cannot have productivity. So you keep planning, you keep adjusting, you keep working, you keep rising and falling. All of them are working together for your good. God doesn't want us to be lazy. No. He said, whatever your hand findeth to do, do it very well. Productivity is the will of God for man. You don't sit down and relax and expect God to send manna from heaven or expect things to just fall in place just because you are a child of God or just because you have good intentions and it's for good. No, there must be something you are doing. You must rise up and walk. You must rise up and do the right thing. A fruitful day begins with a daily contribution. Never neglect the power of what you could contribute each day. Whether you failed at the end of the day, what matters is that you tried doing something and you did something and it never worked. It's simply going to teach you that this is not going to work, and you will find yourself discovering better ways of getting to do it to work. So productivity is intentional. If you want to be productive, you must be intentional about it. If you desire productivity, you must rise up to work. If you desire productivity, it's so simple. Just get your head to know these things I talked about. Thank you for seeing this video. Please do not forget to subscribe. Give me thumbs up and don't forget to drop a comment. Also share the videos. I would appreciate when you do that. God bless you. Thank you. I'm Esther Christian.